It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can knock.
Jennings lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. Six touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Moss, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Williams. And he returns this to the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Jennings. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jennings firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll run on the draw. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now the former Sun Devils, Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Kamara with a run on 1st down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jennings escaping the pressure right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Haynes. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Operating from the gun. Jennings rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And diving to try to get the 1st down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Murray off play action. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown. On 1st down, Jennings. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Kamara on the read option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Jennings. Roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man is the tight end Troutman. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Murray now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jennings. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jennings. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jennings. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw, it's Murray. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go to the bigger guy to try and use size. You go to the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. On 1st and 10, Jennings. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He's going to use his legs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jennings. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down. Murray flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a 2-point game. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. The man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Moss running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Moss. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Play fake. Murray. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Murray now. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Where the Cardinals push further. Throwing on 1st down. Jennings. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jennings. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. and 7. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but only makes it to the 34. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake. Murray. He'll drop this underneath to Moss. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a run with Moss. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a camera on this game. On 1st down, Jennings. He's going to let it fly. And that nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.